For this week's 2 Minute Drill, I analyzed the article called Capacity Falls at Sports Venues. It talks about how stadiums are starting to downsize and remove seating, partly because stadiums just aren't filling up to a sellout crowd day in and day out. There's incentive to stay home and watch games as well, so that could contribute to the idea that the stadiums aren't filling up as much. To contrast this, teams are cutting out portions of their seating, implementing new like flexible bars and lounges and watch areas for those fans that aren't necessarily at the game to watch the game, but to be in a social atmosphere, like the Treehouse in Oakland, or other like standing room only zones. This is okay because if you cut down the capacity of the stadium, the demand is still constant, and then as the supply goes down, the prices can go up. It's just simple economics that these teams are looking at, and so when they go to the banks to get funding for this new stadium, banks are more willing to give the money over. Also, there's a lot of stadiums that are being built to be more flexible, so they can have areas where they can put seats in, or they can put a lounge in, depending on what type of game it is, and then if a playoff game comes along, they can open up certain sections of seating to adequately fill the stadium for the excess demand. It also depends on what kind of market they're in. The article said, like, if you're in Boston or Chicago, you don't necessarily want to cut down on your seats because you're going to have fans at the game every game. But if you're in Milwaukee, for example, it'd be smarter to cut down your seating so you maximize revenue in that arena.